want to score 280 and above in JAMB? At Taraba Business School, we can make your dream come through. Register now for our JAMB and CBT training. Intensive JAMB and WACE coaching classes with experienced teachers is ongoing. You will also be trained on computer-based training, CBT. Visit Taraba Business School today. We are located opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Taraba State. You can call the following numbers for inquiries: 080 602 69140, 070 634 28464, 080 606 60861.
Tuned to News Hour on SOM TV. We are coming to you live from Jalingo, Taraba State. Follow us on Facebook at SOM TV and watch the live stream on YouTube at SOM TV Live. Now the major headlines. Taraba State strengthens social and economic initiatives. Benue State project inspected with Universal Basic Education Commission support. Plateau State Governor joins All Progressive Congress supporting President Bola Tinubu for 2027. I am Esther Oka-Steven. Now the news in full. The Taraba State Coordinator of the Community Network Against Substance Abuse Initiatives, Ambassador Dr. Tony Garba, has led a courtesy visit to the National Advisor of the organization, Evangelist Philip Monlip, as part of efforts to strengthen collaboration and intensify the fight against substance abuse in Nigeria. SOM TV correspondent completes the report.
Speaking during the visit, Ambassador Dr. Tony Garba explained that CONASI was established about 5 years ago as a national body with an international outlook, committed to addressing the growing menace of substance abuse in the society. He noted that the organization's core mandate includes education, sensitization, training, and rehabilitation of victims of substance abuse across communities. Dr. Garba lamented the devastating effect of drug abuse, particularly among youth, stressing that society is already witnessing the alarming loss of strong, young, and able-bodied men and women who should be contributing meaningfully to the national development.
CONASI was established about 5 years ago. It's a national body, and it has an international outlook. Our activities is to educate, sensitize, train, and rehabilitate victims of drugs abuse in the society.
He further called on government at all levels, relevant stakeholders, and the general public to support CONASI in its mission to eradicate substance abuse, protect the youth, and secure a healthier, more productive future for the country.
You know, clubs against drugs and substance use and all this, you will agree with me, is one of the menaces today we have in the society. You'll be surprised that even from primary school, children are already abusing substances. Not to talk of secondary school, and not to talk of the tertiary. So we'll be visiting them for sensitization. We have already gone to police, we have already gone to NDLEA, we've already gone to NAFDAC, and which again, some other institutions we are on familiarization to, so that when we kick off fully, we started in last year, we will not have any qualms with anybody.
In his response, the National Advisor of CONASI, Honorable Philip Monlip, commended Ambassador Dr. Tony Garba for laying a solid foundation for the organization in Taraba State. He described the state coordinator as a focused and committed, noting that within a short period, he has demonstrated capacity and dedication in driving the vision and core interest of the organization.
First and foremost, I want to welcome you I would also want to start by commending you as the state chairman of CONASA for a very noble start and for setting a solid foundation. I remember at the time we were speaking with you when it was very, very convincing that you are the right person to steer the ship of this organization here in the state. I was heavily persuaded, and I don't need to maybe think otherwise, having seen the effort we have made so far in driving this organization within a very short possible time. Just barely within some months, you've been able to set up structures, and you're already driving the focal interest of the organization.
Kosi visit concluded with a brief sensitization message to staff of the organization, urging them to stay away from drug abuse while highlighting its harmful effects on human health, productivity, and overall well-being. Iranyang Daniel, reporting for Sun TV.
The Taraba State Internal Revenue Service, in collaboration with the Office of the Governor, through the Special Advisor on Technical Workforce, Strategic Development and Productivity, hosted a one-day sensitization workshop and officially flagged off the enumeration exercise of the informal sector of the state. Some TV correspondents files in the report.
After the spelling of the word unity, we call it give me U-N-I-T-Y.
The event theme inclusive governance and the roadmap towards building inclusiveness for the informal sector brought together key stakeholders from artisans, traders, builders, and other informal sector associations. Speaking at the event, Brigadier General Faransa Aliu Jeremiah urged participants to remain committed to tax compliance, highlighting the benefit of using government-approved digital payment platform instead of cash transactions.
Taraba State Tool creation 34 years ago was here. Tara revenue ya kai miliyan 700 ba kowane wata. Ba wai ba revenue bane, but ana tara revenue din baya tafiya account na gwamnati, yana tafiya aljihun wasu mutane. Da ikon Allah mun yi kokari mun toshe irin waɗannan abubuwan. Sannan yanzu Taraba tana generating not less than 2 billion in a month as revenue.
He also commended Governor Abu Kefas for his support, which has grown the state's internally generated revenue from 700 million to 2 billion monthly. Also speaking, Ms. Mario Mohammed, Managing Director of iFocus Nigeria Limited, introduced a new application and website designed to enhance productivity and income for artisans and traders. She encouraged participants to register using their National Identification Number (NIN) to access the platform's benefits. Responding on behalf of the participants, leaders of various associations expressed appreciation to Governor Abu Kefas for his visionary leadership and to the Taraba Inland Revenue Service for initiatives that are positively transforming businesses across the states. The event also featured a cake-cutting ceremony and group photograph session. Iranyang Daniel, reporting for Sun TV.
Also from Taraba State, troops of 6th Brigade Nigerian Army under Operation Wheelstroke successfully rescued kidnapped businessman Mr. Gali in Dogongawa, Taraba State. His driver, abducted on 11th January in Benue State, was killed, causing disruption to trade and transport. The intervention restored security along major commercial routes, boosted traders' confidence, safeguarded supply chains, and reinforced investors' trust, demonstrating the Army's commitment to maintaining law and order in the region while supporting local economic stability. Meanwhile, the Taraba State Ministry of Justice and the Nigerian police collaborated in an interactive session to strengthen investigation and criminal prosecutions. Officers from the State Criminal Investigations Department and divisional units participated, guided by Director of Public Prosecution, Barrister Abubakar Dairu Mustafa. Focus on adherence to the administration of criminal justice law, proper documentation, human rights compliance, and collaboration with legal officers, aiming to enhance prosecutorial effectiveness and public confidence in the state justice system. Reports indicate senior media manager tortured Benue State to observe Governor Hyacinthe Alia's developmental project. Their visits covered health facilities, schools, infrastructure, and industrial sites, noting visible improvements benefiting citizens. Officials said transparency was promoted and progress deserved recognition. In parallel, the state government began distributing teaching and learning materials on January 18, 2026, in partnership with the Universal Basic Education Commission. The initiative aimed to improve education quality, teacher support, and student access, complementing infrastructure upgrades and digital learning programs. Military air and ground operation in Kwara State have forced bandits to flee forest hideouts, neutralized criminal camp, and left many injured. A recent abduction in Idofin Odo-Oga Ola Road involved 2 women and a young boy. One woman escaped and the other was released. Security agencies are intensifying efforts to locate the boy. Concurrently, Kwara led North Central in APCE registration with 227,000 registrants. Officials praised governance, reforms, and party leadership, calling for extended registration to encourage border participation. The federal government intensified the Ogoni clean-up program in Akwa Ibom State to test environmental justice and governance. Officials from the Hydrocarbon Pollution Remediation Project and Ogonitro Ikot Ekpene to review soil remediation, mangrove restoration, water provision, livelihoods, and health intervention. Observers stress institutionalizing IPAP, ensuring accountability, and mobilizing funds to rebuild public trust and achieve tangible results, thereby restoring environmental and community well-being across Ogoni land. Plateau State Governor Caleb Mufwang officially joined the All Progressive Congress, welcomed by Vice President Kashim Shettima, Senate President Godswill Akpabio, and APC leaders at Jos Polo Ground. The rally celebrated unity, collaboration, and development prospects. Governor Mufwang commended former Governor Simon Lalong for his leadership and pledged to strengthen the party's support and support President Bola Tinubu's 2027 re-election and foster economic growth, peace, and social progress in Plateau State, enhancing both political and developmental outcomes. Kaduna State is revising its youth policy to incorporate the digital green twin transition, emphasizing job creation, innovation, and sustainable development. Civic Impact for Sustainable Development Foundation highlighted youth as a vital economic asset while addressing high unemployment and gender gaps. Recommendations include solar-powered digital hubs, green technology ventures funds, and increased youth participation. Additionally, Governor Uba Sani flagged off reconstruction of Ahmadu Bello University's 60 kilometers internal road to improve mobility, safety, accessibility, and job creation. Furthermore, Niyi Toluwalope, CEO of E-Transit PLC, proposed a unified tokenized national identity system, linking incomes and location to the national identification numbers could burden Nigerians' access to affordable credit, reduce repeated verification procedures, curb exploitative lending, and enhance financial inclusion for workers such as drivers, security personnel, and regular earners. Borno State plans to repatriate over 3,000 Nigerians refugees from Cameroon after 11 years. Governor Babagana Umara Zulum's promise is being fulfilled with coordination from the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants, and Internal Displaced Persons alongside Cameroonians and humanitarian support. Refugees mainly from central and southern Borno fled insurgency but now voluntarily returned with logistical assistance. This operation marks a significant milestone in restoring displaced citizens, rebuilding communities, and reinforcing stability in Borno State. In Kebbi State, the All Progressive Congress suspended Kabiru Lambo Jega, Permanent Secretary of Community and Rural Development, for allegedly inciting violence in Jego Town. The zonal vice chairman announced the suspension to protect party unity. Officials warned that further misconduct could lead to explosion, highlighting adherence to rules and internal cohesion. Party leaders stressed that its actions were a threat to internal stability and affirmed commitment to maintaining peace and order among party members. Moving on to reports on Sokoto State, the Federal High Court of Abuja dismissed Nnamdi Kanu's motion to transfer from Sokoto Custodial Center. Justice James Omotosho ruled the motion incompetent due to procedural lapses, absence of supporting affidavits, and withdrawal of legal aid council representation. Kanu's leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra argued distance impaired personal appeal of his life imprisonment sentence. The court upheld continued detention, emphasizing adherence to judicial procedures and proper legal channels. The African Democratic Congress leadership in Gombe State issued a warning to members against attempting to amend the party's constitution before formally joining. In a joint communique by the National Working Committee and Board of Trustees, officials stressed that such action could create confusion, citing Article 8. They reinforced proper ward-level registration procedures. Ward local government and state congresses were postponed due to unforeseen circumstances, with new dates to be officially announced, preserving organizational discipline and unity. Rivers State Governor Sir Seminalaye Fubara was praised on his 51st birthday for youth-focused leadership. Captain Stanley Papel highlighted policies emphasizing skills training, infrastructure, education, and social programs. Observers noted Fubara's calm and steady governance fostered development, opportunity, and peaceful coexistence across communities. Additionally, the Conference of Nigerian Political Parties and a coalition of national civil society organizations condemned impeachment plots against Fubara, calling it politically motivated and urging President Bola Tinubu to intervene to safeguard democracy. The federal government opens its 2026 borrowing programs with an oversubscribed 1.54 trillion naira bond auction far exceeding the 900 billion naira offered. Total bid reached 2.25 trillion naira as investors favored longer tenor instruments. Analysts attribute the surge to expectation of lower interest rates later in the year, supported by easing inflation and currency stability. However, concerns persist over potential crowding out effects on private sector credit and broader economic productivity. The federal government reversed Nigerian housing deficit to 14.9 million units following new data from the National Housing Data Technical Committee. Presented at the National Councils on Lands, Housing and Urban Development, the update cited rapid population growth, urbanization, weak mortgage system, and land access constraints. Minister Ahmed Musa Dangiwa said credible data will support reforms and the establishment of the National Housing Data Center to guide planning, investment, and housing delivery strategies nationwide. Former Nigerian Petroleum Minister Daizani Alsen Maduka allegedly received £100,000 sterling in cash, luxury goods, private jets, and cars as bribe. UK prosecutor Alexander Allen told Southwark Crown Court. The trial covers 5 bribery counts and 1 conspiracy charge linked to a tenure from 2010. We now go on a brief commercial break. We'll be right back shortly. Don't change the channel.
SuperGo, your ride is comfortable, easy, and convenient. SuperGo is more than an app. It's a movement. Moving people, powering threats, delivering value.
Every day begins with a need. To move with purpose. To shop without stress. To send without fear. To pay without delay. For every rider chasing time. For every home that needs restocking. For every voice that needs connection. For every dream that needs delivery. Now, one app brings it all together.
Supercab, move smart, ride safe, supermarket, groceries, gadgets, everything. Supercash, airtime, bills, transfers, done. Super logistics, fast, secure, right to your door.
It's more than an app. It's your movement, your market, your money, your connection, all in one place. SuperGo, one app for services endless. Download SuperGo today. Live free, live fast, live smart.
No time to shop, no stress. With SuperGo, your groceries comes to you. We partner with trusted vendors, verified stores, no delay, no excuses, just values. SuperGo Supermarket, your market now in your hands. With SuperGo, your ride is comfortable, easy, and convenient. SuperGo is more than an app. It's a movement. Moving people, powering threats, delivering value.
Every day begins with a need. To move with purpose. To shop without stress. To send without fear. To pay without delay. For every rider chasing time. For every home that needs restocking. For every voice that needs connection. For every dream that needs delivery. Now, one app brings it all together.
Supercab, move smart, ride safe, supermarket, groceries, gadgets, everything. Supercash, airtime, bills, transfers, done. Super logistics, fast, secure, right to your door.
It's more than an app. It's your movement, your market, your money, your connection, all in one place.
Supergo, more app for services endless.
Download Supergo today. Live free, live fast, live smart.
No time to shop, no stress. With Supergo, your groceries comes to you. We partner with trusted vendors, verified stores, no delay, no excuses. Just values. Supergo Supermarket, your market now in your hands. With Supergo, your ride is comfortable, easy, and convenient. Supergo is more than an app. It's a movement. Moving people, powering threats, delivering value.
Every day begins with a need to move with purpose, to shop without stress, to send without fear, to pay.
Welcome back. UNICEF donated 25,000 HIV test kits to Bauchi State to support early dictation among children under 5. Dr. Adamu Sambo stressed timely testing to prevent transmission and ensure fast access to treatment, especially in high-burdened communities. UNICEF's director, Nufsat Rafiq, said the intervention strengthens child survival efforts and complements ongoing campaign against mother-to-child transmission, ultimately boosting local health system and early care intervention. The soaring house rents in Lagos are fueling disputes between landlords and tenants, often escalating to evictions and court battles. Tenants relocating to suburbs face higher transport costs and reduced service access. Housing advocates want that without government intervention or affordable housing initiatives, urban displacement and social tensions may worsen. Landlords cite rising maintenance and utility costs, indicating that both sides are under significant economic pressure. Similarly, Nigeria's housing market is projected to grow 5 to 15% in 2026, with infrastructure-linked SROB expected to see the highest gain. Prime urban areas like Lagos and Abuja may experience moderate growth, while middle-income zones are poised to outperform national averages. High rental costs will persist due to housing shortages and strong demand. Infrastructure development, transport access, and affordability are critical drivers for residential values and long-term strategic investment. Funke Akindele's latest film, Behind the Scenes, have achieved a major box office milestone, crossing 2.4 billion naira in earnings. Produced and starring the acclaimed actress, the movie is now the highest-grossing Nollywood film of the year and topped weekend charts. Distributor Filmon credited its success to overwhelming audience support and sustained interest nationwide, celebrating the milestone and thanking moviegoers for their love and patronage, which paralleled the film to record-breaking success. Organizers of the 2026 Niger Delta Games have assured the National Sports Commission that the competition will remain a key feature of Nigeria's sporting calendar. During a courtesy visit to NSC Director General Bukola Olapade, Chairman Malik Ikpopo highlighted preparation in Edo State, the host, and praised NSC's support. Scheduled for February 20 to 26, the game aimed to discover a nurture young talents across the 9 Delta states, strengthening grassroots support development nationwide. This brings us to the close of News Hour from Som TV. Do well to follow us on Facebook at Som TV and on YouTube at Som TV Live. I am Esther Oka Steven. Thanks for watching.